Wow, welcome to the Midnight Hour Call, another special edition of the Midnight Hour Call. This show will be about the Fiscal Cliff. There's been no deal in place, and there will be no talks uh, uh, tonight. So, since there is no deal, the United States will go over the Fiscal Cliff tonight. What does that mean? Well, that means less money that is coming from your paycheck. Uh, let's explain what the Fiscal Cliff means, according to About.com. Fiscal Cliff is the popular shorthand term used to describe the conundrum that the United States government will face at the end of 2012, when the terms of the Budget Control Act of 2011 are scheduled to go into effect. Among the laws set to censor at midnight on December 31st, 2012, are the end of last year's temporary payroll tax cuts. That will result in a 2% tax increase for workers, the end of certain tax increases for businesses, and the shifts in the alternative minimum tax that would take a larger bite. A rollback of the Bush tax cuts from 2001 to 2003, and the beginning of taxes related to President Obama's health care law. Okay. At the same time, the spending cuts agreed upon as part of the debt ceiling deal of 2011 will begin to go into effect. According to balance, over 1,000 government programs, including the defense budget and Medicare, are in line for deep automatic cuts. So here's the deal. The Fiscal Cliff is basically three things. It will result in a 2% tax increase for workers. It will begin the taxes for Obamacare, and and the spending cuts that Congress and Mr. Obama agreed upon last year in the debt ceiling deal. As you remember, there was this big hubbub about the government shutting down because they couldn't get a deal done, which was last year about the debt ceiling, and it was having all this big hype that the government would shut down. Literally at the midnight hour, well, actually it's after midnight, the president and Congress finally agreed on a deal. The government technically didn't shut down. They agreed on spending cuts, quote unquote. And those cuts will take effect tonight. Well, when we go over the Fiscal Cliff. So there's a 2% tax increase for people who work, the end of certain tax breaks for businesses, so tax increases are going to go up for businesses. Okay. A rollback of the Bush tax cuts from 2001 to 2003, and the beginning of taxes related to President Obama's health care, Obamacare, also known as Obamacare. Obamacare will have a $1 trillion increase in taxes. Everybody will be affected by Obamacare, from tax reform Obamacare, from parents of special needs children. It goes all the way across the board, up to $1 trillion tax increase from Obamacare. So it looks like the Fiscal Cliff is a combination of, it's like a triple whammy. That's not good. It sounded like a triple whammy. You got less money coming out of your paycheck. You got more taxes for businesses who already are suffering from a lot of taxes as it is. You got the beginning of Obamacare taxes, which is in my studies, could be up to $1 trillion or more. And you got the rollback of this tax cuts. So it's like a triple or quadruple whammy that is set to take over the United States tonight. So that is the breaking news. President and Congress have not agreed to a deal to avoid the, the, the fiscal cliff. So America is going over the fiscal cliff tonight. This should be no surprise. Okay, our government is incompetent as it is. This should be no surprise. Um, Hopefully we can get a deal done, and the effects won't be too bad. Maybe, I don't know. Hopefully we can. Hopefully they can get a deal done. Hopefully Republicans and Democrats and Obama can work together and get a deal done after the New Year, so that the effects won't be that bad. It's out. Paychecks are already for working class Americans are already not good to beat. Now you got less money coming out of ordinary, hard-working Americans. Start struggling in this economy. It's not good, ladies and gentlemen. This is sayings that we can believe in. This isn't really sayings. I mean, it's just the same old stuff that we've been accustomed to seeing for years. I mean, horrible Congress. I mean, you got the Democrats, and they hate the Republicans. The Republicans, they're not working in a bipartisan manner. And then you got the Republicans who hate Obama, so they're gonna try to block everything he tries to sift through. And you got Obama who hates the Republicans, so he's there hiding them out. It's just a horrible atmosphere in Washington, D.C. Horrible atmosphere in Washington, D.C. That's the breaking news. The economy is about to get a whole lot worse because we are going over the fiscal cliff. As I said before, it will include Obamacare tax increases that can go up to $1 million to $1 trillion tax increases from Obamacare alone. Okay, and workers will get less money out of their paycheck. Okay. So, and the rollback of Bush tax cuts, I think they're for the wealthy. So, everybody across America is going to get tax increases of some kind. Thanks to the fiscal cliff. You can't, Obama says the blame, Congress says the blame. Okay, everybody says the blame. There's no one in Washington, D.C., Congress, President, no one is faultless. Everyone's at fault here. So, that is the breaking news of today. The other breaking news of today is that we are going over the fiscal cliff. Unbelievable. There was actually talking about maybe they'll get a deal done, but it looks like they will not get a deal done before midnight. So we are going over the fiscal cliff. God help this nation.